Alright, you guys asked for the full Reaper Stadium build and I'm here to deliver. Alright, so when round 1 starts and you could choose your first power, you want to choose Wraith Renewal. This power makes it so that Wraith form heals you, which is going to be an important part of this build. So now that every time you use Wraith form, not only are you getting full ammo reload, you're also getting full health. And then first round, you obviously won't have a lot of money, so you'll just choose 3 green perks. First round, you'll do just standard Reaper gameplay where you take flanks, do damage, and if you're low on HP, you just fade away. Now when round 2 starts, you should have at least 10k. Reaper is great at just farming money in this game mode. So what you want to do is sell all your green perks, and then you want to move over to the survival tab where you'll buy Dauntless Draught. This is going to be your first purple perk. This ability makes Wraith form last longer, which means more healing for you, and also you'll move faster in Wraith form. And then once again, you're just playing standard Reaper gameplay for the second round. Okay, now the third round comes around and you can choose your second power, and this is basically where the build becomes 90% complete. For your second power, you want to choose Spirited to Slay. This makes it so that every elimination resets all your cooldowns, and now you can play an ultra aggressive Reaper. Basically, you can get in the enemy's face and just confirm kills. As long as you confirm a kill, you will have Wraith form every single time now, which will heal you and fully reload your shotguns. As long as you even do a little bit of damage to an enemy that your teammates end up killing, that counts as your elimination and you will get Wraith form again. And now hopefully you can see why just in round 3 Reaper is going to be extremely strong. Wraith form will heal you and give you full ammo, and you'll get it back every time anybody dies. Now I want to finish off the rest of the powers for you guys. So when round 5 comes around, you want to pick Shroud or Shrapnel. With this, every time you use Wraith form, your shotguns will now shoot out more pellets and also in a wider radius, which if you're spamming Wraith form all game, this is basically buffing you all game. And now for your final power, if the game goes to round 7, you could choose any power you really want to. You have the main 3 powers that make this build so strong. I would probably choose myself Revolving Ruin, but you could choose whatever you want. All right, now let's focus on the perks. I told you in round 2 you should be able to afford Dauntless Draught if you're playing well. Now I personally think your next perk should focus on weapon damage, so you want to go over to the weapons tab, and as soon as you can afford it, buy Eye of the Spider. Also later in the game, if you can afford it, you want to get Wretched Wings. This ability allows you to fly while in Wraith form and also makes Wraith form move even faster. And with that perk, as you've seen in my gameplay, you'll basically be flying around the map. So you get a kill here, you could literally just fly over to the next person, get a kill here, fly back to your teammates. You can basically just move around the map however you want. Now if you're really making money and you want to get a 4th purple perk, you want to choose the Closer, which will give you an extra 20% weapon damage and also 10% more critical damage. And then you can round out the build with just blue perks. Talon Modification Module will give you another 15% weapon damage, and then Icy Coolant will give you another 10% weapon damage. And then when you look at your stats, you have 375 health, you have 70% weapon damage, which means you could basically 2-tap anybody. Your ability power doesn't matter because the only ability Reaper has that does damage is his ult, and this build isn't really building up his ults. Your attack speed doesn't matter because you're 2-tapping everybody, and then your cooldown timer also doesn't matter because with your second power you're getting all your cooldowns reset with every elimination. But yeah guys, that's the full OP Reaper build. Try it out, let me know how it goes for you.